ready. We're ready. Hold on.
Are we good to
Go. We're live. I think we're live.
Hello and good afternoon everyone from beautiful Bangladesh. We are here live from the capital city Dhaka, and we are here to celebrate the second anniversary of Sustainable Development Goals. I am Mohammad Omar Mustafiz, Program Officer of Friedrich Naumann Foundation for Freedom, FNF Bangladesh office, and we are contributing from Bangladesh on behalf of hashtag our stories to celebrate the launch of SDGs, and hashtag our stories are doing a project with United Nations on mobile storytelling for launching the Sustainable Development Goals. On this day in 2015, countries have adopted a new set of goals to be part of the Sustainable Development Agenda, and there are 17 different goals, which each goal has a different sub objectives and targets to fulfill within the next 15 years. Now, the ultimate goal is to achieve the Sustainable Development Agenda by the year 2030. For the goal to be achieved, we all have a part to play in it, be it the government, the private sector, the civil society, and as well as you. Now, today we are going to talk about the goal number 9, which is industry, innovation, and infrastructure. Under that topic, we are talking about Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, logistics, crowdsourcing communications, e-commerce, and a whole lot more. Today, we are here. I have with me a very well-informed person, Syed Tausif Ali, who is very well informed about the tech disruptions happening in Bangladesh as well as overseas. And we have a tech disruptor himself, Nasif Fatemi.
Hey guys.
Hey guys, Tausif Ali here, independent media ninja, whatever you want to call me. Currently, I'm with these fabulous people. Thank you to the UN, thank you to all the people of hashtag our stories, and thank you to the viewers. I'm having trouble monitoring exactly everyone, but please comment so that I can get the words out. I mean, and I can give you some feedback. We're gonna have a really great discussion today since we're just getting started. Thank you, Omar, for introducing me. Fatemi is.
I am the CEO of Shimahin Limited. It is a tech firm over here who focuses on making great products through disruption and innovation. And we hope to, like everyone else over here and the people that we're going to be talking about today, make a change to our society and the world through our work.
So the first topic we're going to discuss today is Internet of Things. So Nasif, please go ahead. What do you have to say about this?
Can I first start
Sure.
Sure. Okay. Internet of Things, IoT. For all of you watching out there, you already know how big the IoT industry is. Every single mundane thing that we've been doing for hundreds of years can be automated. We believe that you're gonna have less labor and more machines doing our labor for us in the future. So IoT is a big thing everywhere. Now, in that context, we're going to talk about what IoT is happening in Bangladesh. Nasif is someone who is very well versed in what's going on. He keeps up to date with the media. I really like his energy, and that's why he's here. So give us a good example, or give us whatever you feel is important about our audience. We have to understand who's listening to us. It's global people, they want to know what is Bangladesh up to and how are we doing.
Right. Bangladesh is up to a lot, guys. So we are advancing in IoT quite a bit. We have been supplying Japan, for example. A company from here has been supplying Japan with over 10,000 smartphones. And we plan to have that installed by the end of the next 2 years, I guess. And this is for the elderly. And for the people over there, it's just monumental work.
Well, as an economist, in my mind, what constantly goes on is how in Bangladesh, we are still living off of, gas burners. We're high energy consumption fans and electronics and stuff, and we don't even think about IoT. We don't even think about the problems we're having. So we're very short-sighted in Bangladesh. But there are people who are doing something because the Japanese economy has this demand for IoT and efficiency. Our people are supplying software and the brains behind all this is Bangladeshi companies, and that's what Fatemi is talking about. He's talking about a local company that's actually delivering artificial intelligence technology. They're working on it, developing it with Nissan and Toyota. They're also working with the 10,000 sustainable
Oh
homes
yes.
for geriatrics.
Mhm.
So the aging population is a big deal in Japan. Those of us who are in Japan know that. You know, we're serving that from
And
Bangladesh.
quality products.
And quality products, or else they
You
wouldn't buy
know
from
about
Bangladesh.
Japan, right? Like, it is a nation who absolutely values quality over everything else, and we're exporting our engineers and their brains and their work over to Japan.
Can you tell them why you think this? We've discussed it already,
Yes.
but I think they really need to know why Bangladeshi brains are, doing so many things when, American brains are left behind. Their progress, in my opinion, this is just my personal opinion, I think their progress is slower. Bangladesh is taking giant leaps in the technology sector. And I can say this with full conviction. And I want you to tell them why we discussed. We did talk about it.
Well, I feel like it's have got to do with how much our population is. It's 160 million guys in such a small space. So we have a
We're less than half the size of Florida. So,
yeah.
From our fellow homies in America. Okay.
Right. So that's insane, right? Like, so you have such a huge pool of people who you can actually train, and who we are training the right way. We're training engineers the right way. We're getting work done, and more every year, we're going to be getting more and more talented engineers into our pool.
I also noticed one thing. Every time, when I went to your office, when I go to all these offices and all these startups, I keep seeing passionate kids, man.
Yeah.
Everybody's hungry. Everybody's hungry. Money is a big factor. It doesn't pay. Labor is cheap in Bangladesh, even super skilled labor, which is why the US has that H-1B project. They're importing our brains. And when you leave them over here, they become kind of quiet and, they're subjective to capitalism, sort of.
They just need the right purpose to get behind.
Okay.
They need the right idea. They need the right
I
things to get
think we touched up on AI. Let's come back to it. Let's come back to IoT. What do we have on the agenda? Because we need to stick with that.
Right.
Hey guys, so those who have just joined us now, we are talking about the Sustainable Development Goal, and it's goal number 9, where we are talking about innovation, infrastructure, and industry. And we are now going to talk about AI, which is artificial intelligence. So please, Tausif, go ahead.
Artificial intelligence? Absolutely. I mean, Facebook has it right now. I'm depending off of 100 things that are running off of artificial intelligence. If the computer doesn't have the ability to learn, what good is it to us? We have to teach it how to behave like a machine, and it has to have that cognitive ability. So artificial intelligence is essential in so many things. In Bangladesh, I am aware of one company that is doing crazy things.
Yes.
So
As you were talking,
you go ahead and then I'll fill in.
Sure. As you were talking about Facebook, right? So
Yes.
we have quite a few companies who are specializing on messenger bots, which is basically using AI and deep learning to actually help people out.
Absolutely.
So I know about
eliminating those lower level jobs.
Yes.
Boring sitting in the computer.
Oh, yes, absolutely. So we have this company who's actually verifying whether your medicine, the medicine that you're buying, is real through messenger bot. You just put in your details of the code. You get a code with every pharmaceutical drug that you get.
Is that like a barcode?
It's not like a barcode. It's like a legit code.
They
It's a neurological and alphabetical code. Yes.
Talk about a bit more about how that technology.
Right. So what it does is that basically, as soon as you put that into the messenger bot, what happens is that they actually go through it through the database that they have already, and they check it, and they see if it's already in there.
So a simple double checking job that would take one human 40 hours a week, and he still wouldn't be efficient. We can train a computer over a matter of a few weeks, and that is artificial intelligence. Just the ability to learn.
And that's saving lives.
And it's saving lives. It's making things better. It's actually giving us a platform to move forward. In Bangladesh, they're doing crazy things.
Yeah.
People are putting it in restaurants that I've heard of. And, obviously, I want to come back to what the point I was trying to make. There is a company that is serving the American public. Their HIPAA compliance, and they're doing basically healthcare data. The doctors are not analysts. That's what people don't understand.
Right.
So if you can eliminate the diagnosis process, that's what they're working on. They're doing, feedback systems. Do you have this problem? Do you have this problem? And the computer, based off of the learnings of an experienced doctor, is responding to these things. So that's one project that I know about, and it really blew my mind.
Right.
Because again, Bangladeshi people have no benefit from this except for the fact that they're bringing in jobs, and they're giving us the opportunity to do this service because our labor is cheap.
Right.
And it all has to do with IoT, AI. There's more that we need to get touch up on.
So the next topic we're going to talk about is education and training. So before I start, those who have just joined us now, we are talking about sustainable development goals and goal number 9, which is innovation, industry, and infrastructure. So people, if you have any questions, please leave it in your comment box. We will get back to you. And
our voice isn't clear, so we need to speak up into the microphone a little bit more. Sorry, please go on.
So Bangladesh is doing amazing work in education and training. They're using technology to promote and prep the future workforce, teach and prep the future workforce for the future challenges. So Tausif and Nasif, please go ahead, discuss the topic.
About healthcare and education?
Yeah, sure.
Yes. So healthcare, we are doing things as I already talked about and touched upon the pharmaceutical drugs being verified through the messenger bots. We are also doing deliveries direct to your home of pharmaceutical drugs or of over-the-top counter medicines. Our startups doing that, and they're doing it pretty well. It's being
because it's satisfying a simple need.
Yes.
And they're taking advantage. Okay, I'm sorry, my brain is all over the place. I keep bouncing. So I need to bring back to the point that if you guys watched our video, we were constantly talking about traffic being the biggest problem. And if Bangladesh is half the size of Florida, just imagine what Dhaka city is. It's one basic highway. It's like 7 kilometers from here to my work, and it takes me around an hour and a half. And we've made videos about these. We've been talking about it. So all these tech disruptions that Fatemi is talking about, everything capitalizes on the fact that traffic is bad.
Yes.
And the way consumer mindset is nowadays. Guys, can you all hear me? If you can, let me know and give me some feedback, because I'm the one who's reading it up over here.
Yeah.
But Fatemi, please take it away
Yes.
and talk about the transport dynamic and the infrastructure problem according to our goal and how it's seeping into the tech industry, how tech is capitalizing.
So traffic is a huge issue in Dhaka. You can't really avoid it, no matter who you are over here. And what startups over here are doing right now, they are trying to capitalize on that fact, trying to solve the problems that people are facing due to that fact. And this is being done through a lot of industries, especially through logistics, I feel. Logistics is a key place where we are tackling this pretty well.
Absolutely.
Do you want to add something to that?
I do. But I think, Omar, you should add something about logistics, because you're a frequent user of Pathao, you're a frequent user of Traffic Alert, and you order through Hamri Naki, these brands that are so common in Bangladesh.
So there's everything that this relates to e-commerce business. Now, e-commerce business is booming. This is the future for us, Bangladesh. Even traditional companies in Bangladesh, like traditional retailing companies, they are moving into an e-commerce business.
They're either partnering or they're doing
either they have their own e-commerce site, or they are going into other e-commerce sites, but they are selling stuff online. And the transformation is there. People are transforming. So there is this organization which is mimicking Uber service, where they are transporting goods as well as people all over Dhaka through motorbikes. Now, I am a constant user of their organization, of their service. Now, that it might be a bit risky. It might be very prone to accidents, but it gets me places in no time. Like in Dhaka, we were stuck in traffic for like 2 years to go to one place. But with a motorbike, I can reach there in half an hour. Now that saves time, and time is money.
It's really let me share a little personal story with you guys. If you're still, I see 31 of you are up here. This is awesome. This is like a big global cast.
Yeah, 31, huge.
It'll get bigger. But the Pathao. I just recently had a very close friend's little brother. He was riding on a Pathao in the highway in Dhaka city that connects the airport to the rest of the city. He had an accident. Again, Bangladeshis don't care. We just cross the road even if a car's coming and everything. Traffic is so bad. Coming from Texas, it's insane. It's hell over here. The traffic conditions. And again, please watch our videos, because we're trying to portray that image that how traffic is affecting everything in Bangladesh. And just let me finish this. When my friend's brother, when he was on that, he had a little accident. We tell all our friends that don't really use the motorbike service, because the motorbike service is risky. They don't give you helmets. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's just about saving time.
Time is money. I myself, I have a car. So basically, I drive and I love driving, right? But yesterday, I actually took a Pathao to a place which was inaccessible to me with a car in the amount of time that I had. It would have taken me 2 hours to come back and forth just by a car. It took me 20 through the
Again,
Pathao.
Pathao is just a tech service. They started off just with the connection of connecting freelancers to people who needed the demand. Now
Yes.
they've grown into logistics and they supply, they work with business to businesses. They do all sorts of things. So Pathao is a homegrown hero for us, apparently.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and they basically their whole idea is based on the Uber model. And it's great. I love that.
We have Uber in Bangladesh as well. It got introduced maybe a year.
It's been around a year.
It's
yeah.
It's been around a year, and
Yeah.
they have been popular as well. But
I think it's
The-
the only country
but
that's
it-
actually making a profit.
Uber.
Yeah.
Bangladesh? Okay, that's new. So he's saying Bangladesh is the only country that
whereas
is
Uber is making a profit,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
amazing.
Uber is only profiting in Bangladesh.
No, but the thing
We
is,
have to verify this.
Yes.
but the thing is, the two services they actually have a different set of customers.
Mhm.
Like for Uber, you have someone who's going maybe with a family because that can accommodate 4 people together, and then it takes you to places where you don't have actually in a hurry. When you're not in a hurry, you're maybe going to a party or somewhere.
It's not just that. It's the fact that you're having the security of a car, and
Obviously.
also the fact that you're
The
running-
heat.
The heat.
The heat.
Oh man.
The heat in Dhaka.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
the heat. Yeah.
Yeah, you're.
I think again. Let me just share.
Mhm.
Houston was really humid,
Uh-huh.
but the humidity doesn't match Bangladesh's humidity. This is humidity mixed with carbon dioxide and everything. So we really have a severe traffic problem,
Right.
and we can't stress enough about this. That it's affecting the mindset. It's affecting businesses. It's affecting just the human interaction in people. When you're frustrated because the guy cut you off or something, you take it out on somebody. It's a never-ending chain.
Do you notice how everyone's in a better mood when it's raining?
Yes, in Bangladesh it is.
It's true.
It's great for us marketers.
Uh-huh.
It's great for everyone.
Productivity, it's great. I love it.
Were we on any other point? That
Yeah. So guys, good to have all of you here. We are talking about sustainable development goals, and we are talking about goal number 9, which is industry, innovation, and infrastructure. The next topic we are going to talk about is e-commerce.
E-commerce.
Right. So I have a bit of experience in this.
Yeah. So Nasif is the CEO of a company in Bangladesh, ShopHobbit. So basically, they are entrepreneurs that are capitalizing on a problem that's occurring, and their main target group is clients that are basically to us common people. They are the vendors. So they are the vendors of the vendors. They're trying to make it easy using tech. They're a tech firm. They don't do logistics. They don't do the warehousing. They don't stock on anything. They just use their brains. So tell us about
Yes.
tell us about the tech life.
Right.
Tell us about what it's
Right.
like
So
in Bangladesh.
the thing with tech, right? So it's booming first and foremost. We see young engineers coming in every day. Great engineers coming in every day. Young, great, hungry engineers coming in every day. We're trying to make a change. And that's what we're trying to utilize to actually solve the problems that we're trying to actually solve, which are very legit problems, as you mentioned about the traffic. So what happens with traffic? The traffic, it completely puts you in a gridlock. I mean, your life in a gridlock. When it takes you 2 hours to just go to a shopping mall and come back, and you stay and just buy a product, which you might not even buy because you might not even like it after you go to the mall.
Exactly.
The mindset of Bangladeshi public has become such that this is my theory again. It's all my opinion. Disclaimer here. I really think that elastic goods, elastic demand is something different. But inelastic demand goods, things that we will use no matter what, these are much more likely to be sold on e-commerce, in my opinion.
Right.
But we also talked about another thing that we're leading up to. I think it's about time you introduce the big problem.
Right. The big problem is the fact.
I don't trust you guys, man. I don't trust you guys.
Yes, it's trust. It's trust.
I can't see you. I can't trust you. That's in the mindset of the Bangladeshi people.
Yes. We as a nation, we are actually we're very behind in terms of adoption of online shopping. It is mainly due to trust. Even though our conditions are perfect for online shopping. In America, 79% of the population actually shops online.
That's
China,
very believable.
China, it's 39. And
I've never been to China.
I've got the stats. So, and
Again, if you guys need these stats or anything, don't hesitate.
we
Get
have
in
the
touch with me
sources.
directly.
It's absolutely
Get in touch with Omar Mustafiz directly, Tausif Adil on Instagram. I'm the Disruptive Economist if you need to find me. But whatever, leave us messages.
in Bangladesh. It's a paltry 20%.
20%.
20%.
So
And
I,
these are
I actually belong to those one of those 20% where
Uh-huh.
I am actually a
Online buyer.
very
I don't buy online
yeah,
in Bangladesh.
I have tried. I actually have tried everything from local, from
Mhm.
international. I tried buying things from Chinese websites,
Right.
from eBay, Amazon, also
Right.
from local. So obviously there is a trust issue.
Yes.
Now
yes.
that will change. People are that is changing.
I mean, we ourselves are trying to change that.
Exactly.
We ourselves are trying
But
to change
it has to come from both sides.
Absolutely.
It can only
Yes.
come from
Mhm.
from the supplier. It has to come from the demand side as well.
that everywhere.
Both sides.
Mhm.
Now, what like I personally feel is that there are some of the organizations in Bangladesh.
Mhm.
They are doing amazing work in terms of e-commerce. They have got that niche sector,
Mhm.
and they are fully capitalizing on those.
Yeah.
Like if there is one organization which is selling tickets of transportations, be it train,
Mhm.
train or launch or
Yes.
or even buses as well,
Mhm.
and they're delivering a ticket at home, and
Mhm.
people are actually buying it.
Mhm.
So that is a good sector. And then also there is, think about this, 10 years ago, or even
Mhm.
when we were just born,
Right.
have you ever thought our parents going and buying groceries from online?
No, not really.
But people
no.
my
Yeah.
parents are doing it right now.
Yeah, it's just better.
Exactly.
You need
Why-
to be a little louder. if
Why?
you don't mind.
Why would I be going through all that traffic? I have no reason to be going through traffic. See, the thing is, it shouldn't just be tickets. It should be everything. We have to be moving onto the online digital platform. We ourselves, as a nation, are trying to go and reach the digital Bangladesh plateau. So when that is the case, we have to actually embrace tech as a country, as a nation, so that we can actually move forward.
Again, may I?
Please,
Okay.
please.
So in San Antonio, when I was there, we had a little area of crazy people, and it used to be called Geekdom. This is in San Francisco. It's basically people. You know, the problem I really think is it starts with children. When we don't let them really go free, experiment, play, do crazy things, break their legs, they grow up to be stifled people, and that's very sad.
Mhm.
And I think we have that in our parents a lot. That's why the tech industry is looked down upon. Whereas when you go to the developed countries, everywhere I've seen that they encourage that. It's actually trendy to be an entrepreneur or a digital guy or something like that.
Right.
Like our buddy Yusuf Omar, he's
Uh-huh.
so cool. He always does video on the phone.
Right.
But the thing is, in Bangladesh, it's just frowned
Exactly.
upon.
So that's what I'm going to talk about. Like,
Okay.
when you talk about technology, when you talk about AI, you talk about Internet of Things, IoT, Bangladesh does not, the country itself does not come up with it. The people, they don't come up to people's mind. Like
Yeah.
the Western world,
We don't-
even the countries around our South Asia,
Yeah.
they don't look at Bangladesh as a tech country.
Yeah,
But we are doing amazing work. We are providing services to overseas.
Uh-huh.
Now that's amazing.
Right.
If we are not doing good, people
can-
would not buy services from us.
Especially-
Why
especially-
aren't we? Why there is not proper marketing done? Like we are doing great things in IoT in in terms of technology. Why aren't we being marketed enough?
Yeah, go on. Let me just see if I can get the audio a little better because I'm getting a lot of
Right.
concerns about it.
Right.
Those of you who are here, just let me know about the audio. I'm supposed to be the grip here, and don't judge me. Don't judge me. UN, shout out to you guys. How about some money?
So that's exactly why we're here. That's exactly why we are featuring Bangladesh, and we are trying to market exactly what you have said, like the fact that our talent, basically the tech industry and every sort of other industry, right? It's basically our talent pool, and which we have, I feel, in groves, right? Like
Young people, a lot of young people. And
it's all about the young people. So it's the young people who are actually adopting the pot house. It's the young people who are actually adopting these things, and they're making their dads and their moms do it
Yes,
after. Because
yes.
it can't be the parents. Like
Yeah. So
people.
the market dynamic. Okay, this was another thing we talked about.
Right.
The
There's
market
just a lot
dynamic
of
doesn't
points here, yeah.
follow anything that the World Economic Forum has
It
researched,
exactly
or the
doesn't
World Bank says, or the Pew Research Foundation says, or the Heritage Center says, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Mhm.
Bangladesh is like the economy is alive and it has its own mindset. It's
Uh-huh.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's really crazy because decentralized communications is
Right.
one thing we're going to touch up on. You're going to find out that once you get into this rabbit hole of communications in Bangladeshis, it's crazy. You get lost so quickly. They even have different languages like Banglish, different dialects of Bangla. Banglish is different levels of, it's real. It's
So,
real. If you're a
so
marketer-
talking about crowdsourcing communications, that is our next topic.
Okay.
We are here live talking about
Mhm.
sustainable development goals, and the topic we are discussing is the goal number 9, which is industry, innovation, and infrastructure. So, crowdsourcing communications. There is a Facebook group called Traffic Alert with 74,000 people in that group. Now, that group is an open group where people keeps on posting about traffic situations that's going on in Dhaka. Be it what's the road conditions, what transports to take, when to get out, when not to get out, which roads to take, which roads not to take, where where there is a blockade for government when government is moving around, because when there is a government person going out, the road gets gridlocked. Now people can't go. So, and also accidents. People share live accidents. Today I saw a live video of an accident that happened in an overbridge where a guy got out of a moving bus, and he was killed as the bus went over
Actually,
over the
yeah, you should
over
share
him.
that article, because see, this kind of thing, we're getting real-time updates day in, day out.
yeah.
Yes.
We're sitting here, and what happened over there, we get it off of a decentralized a communication platform that's built up by Facebook.
Yes.
No, the government is not benefiting from that. No one's capitalizing on that. Maybe the
No.
group people are, but it doesn't matter. But it's just crowdsourced communication.
It started off trying to solve a problem at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I mean, if people are capitalizing on solving a problem, I think that's absolutely fair.
So what problems are that group solving exactly?
Well, at least trying to get people informed about the conditions of traffic so that you can take a better route. There have been many times that I've actually gone on Traffic Alert, I've changed my route completely, and I've saved an hour which actually helped me get to a meeting, or else I've missed that. And at the end of the day, time is money.
As always.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, the traffic alert group is doing amazing work, but it is not governed by anyone. It is a open space. Now, the traffic alert group is not really, at what I believe, is not really solving the problem that we are facing every day on the road. Is it? It's not.
No, you can't really. That's just...
So, yeah.
Technology, in my mind, is just it's a buffer. I mean, it's a tool. At the end of the day, it's a tool.
It's a tool.
So it can seep into every industry, and it has in Bangladesh. But if we don't adopt the proper use of technology, which we can see in children, let me use the metaphor of children. When you give a child an iPad and he's playing games, is that something to really, encourage the child? Or when you see the child taking an iPad and really producing some music on GarageBand,
Right.
the content and the context really matters. So
Yes.
I think, I think
Yes.
it's
So,
what I'm trying to do.
It's the way you utilize it and actually make it go
No,
wrong.
people are being a group of 74,000 people. That's a lot.
Right.
And people are constantly contributing.
Uh-huh.
They are asking for updates where, like, they are going to on a road, they are going outside. What is the condition? So, and people are getting answered, live updates as well. What's happening now? Now the thing that I want to focus on is the traffic that we face on the road. Now, traffic has its merits and demerits. People of e-commerce who are doing e-commerce business, they are actually taking benefits from the traffic situation.
Right.
And we all have to agree that we have problems. And the government, yes, there is a restriction. There is limitations. There is a limited land space. There is limited resources for the government. But the government is doing as well. They are coming up with railroads, new metro rail stations. They're coming up with expressways.
Yes.
They're coming up with elevated expressways. They're coming with broadened roads. They're coming up with new overbridges, U-loops, everything. They are doing our part. But what I believe personally, I have been on the road for half of my age. But the thing is, I still believe mentality has to change. Until unless people change, traffic will not decrease.
Yeah.
No matter how much improvement a government does, no matter how
I
much
agree with
improvement
you.
a government does.
totally agree with you. I think it's two sides to the same book. We have a part to play.
Absolutely.
Because I found myself a number of times in this situation where somebody's flipping me off or they're getting mad at me in the middle of the road. But I have to keep my calm. So we all have
Absolutely.
that part to play in
Yeah.
Bangladesh. That's very important. So this is more of a human element than really technological thing.
But then again, you see the tech coming in to help you out. So
Yes, exactly.
something like IoT. IoT and AI, it can actually help make smarter cities. If we don't have many people working with that right now over here, but I believe
We do. People are working on the basis.
with the basis.
The
Yes,
basis.
yes,
So it's going to
yes.
come out together.
Yes, it's
not, and 2030 is the year?
2030.
For sustainable development
Yeah.
goals, the target is
For
for
digital knowledge,
2030.
2021.
And by the way, the current government has a political manifesto where they want Bangladesh to be a middle income country and a fully digital country by the year 2021. So I want to know,
Mm-hmm.
are we heading to the right direction?
Absolutely.
Are we going up there?
Absolutely. Like I told you, 250% increase in internet users within 2030. That itself means a lot. Because once you connect everyone to the internet, right? So that itself gives you such leverage, such power to actually create and affect people's lives in a way that you couldn't before. Because those guys weren't connected to tech. And tech is just a means to a problem, a medium to solve a problem. At the end of the day. It's just a tool. It's always just a tool.
That's how I look at it, and that's why I don't fit in, because tech doesn't fit in. Tech is the base of everything.
Of course.
And technology, we
It's-
wouldn't have the printing press, we wouldn't have the Ford Model Ts or anything. Except for crazy people.
So going back to traffic again, I want to share one experience that I really want to do. I am a constant traveler from
Loads
Uttar.
of traffic
Yeah.
experiences, yeah.
From I am a constant traveler from Uttara to the south part of Dhaka. So so every day we have to from from where I live, Uttara, to go to the south of Dhaka city, I have to cross the airport area. So in that airport roundabout, there is a overbridge. There was an overbridge before, which was a bit maybe 400 meters away from the roundabout. And then people complained that it was too far from that roundabout, and government actually destroyed that overbridge to build up a new one, which is much more closer to the roundabout, and that has elevated escalators where people don't have to actually climb upstairs. They can actually just walk and get up. And still, till now, every day when I'm crossing the roundabout, I see people crossing the road underneath.
The mindset. It's all
And
the
that
mindset.
is that blows away my mind. Like, what's going on? The overbridge is right there, and the whole traffic is halted because of that. Now, how do we change the mind? Do you have any ideas?
Listen, I think this is getting into hot water
Yes.
because we're either talking about the government, what it's doing, but you can't blame the government,
No,
or
No,
we're
yeah.
blaming people. Let's talk about solutions.
yes.
We have a human
Thank
problem.
you, Tausif.
We have
Yes.
a human problem.
Yes.
I cross the road because I'm lazy to walk 250 feet
Yes.
up to the flyover,
Yes.
which is a big issue here.
Uh-huh.
If I did that, I would have made road for one person to drive by.
Mhm.
But then if I don't do that, that person's going to cut off somebody else anyway. So this is the big chaos in Bangladesh.
Mhm.
That when you're driving, you're just thinking about yourself. We don't think about others on the road.
But that is going to change.
That is going to change.
That is going to change.
And this is why I think traffic alert. Coming back to what we're
Yes,
talking about.
yes. So
We're
it's the
communicating.
community.
You're you're humanizing each other.
Absolutely. And you are telling people, okay, this is not right. When you have a
Exactly.
community
Nice.
of over 100,000 people inside a group, or over a certain amount of people inside a group, you have power at the end of the day. You're connected, like I said. Once you get people connected to the internet, to us, each other, then you have a lot of power. You have the power to change people. And that you can do with the right methods and with the right uses of tech as an example, as a tool. Among other things.
Tech is like, in my opinion, it's just,
A
it's
tool,
just a
a tool.
peanut. It's just a peanut in my life. Really.
Right.
More important is literature. More important is geography. But they're also peanuts.
Mhm.
Again, at the end of the day, we're complete humans.
Mhm.
So, this traffic problem, it starts off with us, it ends with us. But yes,
Every problem
technology-
does.
Yes.
Every problem does.
And we have more hybrid cars on the road now than
Uh-huh.
before.
So,
One more thing that I want to add up that you were talking about. You've spent a lot of time on the roads in Dhaka. I haven't. I was out from Dhaka for a while, and when I come back, I see a lot of improvement in the infrastructure.
Mhm.
Before it was 10 times worse. We didn't have development on the east side of Bangladesh,
Right.
of Dhaka city. Sorry.
Mhm.
So that east side development has really sped up things, but we're still moving at an average speed of like 7 kilometers an
Kilometers
hour.
per hour, yeah.
I can walk faster than that, for real. I can walk faster.
I normally do, yes.
Yeah.
So to come to a conclusion, we have a traffic problem. Yes, we do, but people are taking advantage of it, using it for their own advantage, and coming up with technological solutions as well. We are doing amazing work in terms of e-commerce. We're doing amazing work in terms of Internet of Things. We're doing amazing work in terms of artificial intelligence. So things are improving. There
Guys,
is a positive side
Yes.
to it, right?
Guys,
So-
we are innovating, we are changing,
So-
and we are fixing problems with great services, great products, and we will be keeping on. We will be doing that, and we'll be making sure we as a nation, we as people, we actually move forward to reach our goals, and not just our goals as a nation of Digital Bangladesh, also the goals that has been set by the SDG for reaching the sustainability and especially in our sector.
Well, let me add the last closing note. I mean, I guess you guys,
Yeah.
unless you want to add something
No,
more.
I'm done.
I really want to talk about an informal chat, about people who are interested in Bangladesh and who are invested in Bangladesh. That we are, in my perspective, we're in a place where the future is unclear. We don't know where we're headed, but it seems very bright. It seems very
It
bright.
is.
And in every industry, we can go on talking about this, and we've been talking about this for the last 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
So there's so many things, that we're doing, and so many people.
Mhm.
Give us some solutions. Give us some ideas on how we can build partnerships and utilize these resources, because Dhaka city is too tight. In Dhaka, people are working, outside. They're working freelancing
Yeah.
for companies abroad.
Yeah.
There's not enough to, to do in Dhaka city. You can't keep selling to people in
You
Dhaka.
need to make the right things. You need to give people purpose. You need to give people solutions to a problem which they can solve with their talents and their skills. And that I feel we are doing. We are moving towards the
So,
future.
hi guys. To conclude, we are talking about sustainable development goals. Goal number 9, which is industry, innovation, and infrastructure. We have talked about the tech disruption that's happening in Bangladesh today. So, if you like this video, if you like this live, please do share with yourself, with your friends, and good to see you all. Thank you for being here, and hope to see you soon again. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
Thank
Tasim.
you again. Thank you very much. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Sumaya, I think we're good. We've touched up on everything. Nobody's asking any questions.
Show Bangladesh some love, guys.
Yeah, I mean everybody's there, but you guys need to, next time around maybe feed us more questions.
Yes, yes.
But I think we're done. You
Yes.
guys can move on to the next one and stay in touch. People, get in touch with us. We love to talk about this kind of crazy stuff, and we're looking for crazy people
Yes.
all the time. And we want to connect you with, great minds in Bangladesh.
Mhm.
Whatever. Just get in touch with us. Talk to us. We want to hear your voices. And I think that's you, Sumaya. Is that you? Is that you?
Should I be stopping through?
Okay, I think you can kill it from there.
Bye bye.
Kill it from there.